Hey everybody, good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live. I'm Kwon. Don't forget, before we get started here, you always can watch and listen to this live stream later, of course, through your InForum YouTube channel, or our InForum YouTube channel, I should say. And then you can always find this on your favorite podcast platform as well. That could be Apple Music, Spotify, maybe a different platform that you use to listen to your podcasts. Whatever it is, you can find it there. It is a great way to start off your day before you get to work, or whatever you need to know before you get to work, or anything that you need to do for the day. You can also just visit inforum.com/podcasts and then look for the InForum Minute as well. Okay, let's get on right away with Moorhead police, as they're looking for someone right now who they say stabbed a person in a park. That would be Memorial Park, just behind Moorhead Center Mall. This all happened at around 7 last night. When we spoke with these officers, they said that someone stabbed another person in the arm, and that happened just near the gazebo there. The victim did have some minor injuries, but they did not have to go to the hospital, and we also learned that the victim and the suspect know each other. So we'll keep up with that, and we'll let you know if they catch the suspect. Okay, a 35-year-old Fergus Falls man is dead. 2 others hurt after a head-on crash in Otter Tail County. That happened just before 4 yesterday afternoon, just north of Deer Lake, Minnesota. Now, investigators do tell us Joseph Bernstetter crossed over the center line. That's when he hit a car with a Fergus Falls couple inside. Now, the couple, Mitchell and Violet Davis, they were seriously hurt. Mitchell had to go to a hospital in Fergus Falls. Violet had to be airlifted to Essentia in Fargo. Bernstetter was killed on impact. So we are trying to figure out how they're doing this morning, and we'll try to get that update for you in our evening newscast tonight. Also, new for you this morning, deputies in Pembina County, this is actually kind of scary, so listen to this. Deputies in Pembina County, along with North Dakota Game and Fish, are warning people to be careful at a park in Walhalla, and this is because they found a deer carcass there. So, Game and Fish went to the entrance of Riverside Park, which is just off of 9th Street, and this was sometime yesterday. It's about 15 miles northwest of Cavalier. Well, the sheriff's office actually posted a warning to Facebook, and it said that that deer that they found was attacked by some sort of predator in the park. Game and Fish says that they couldn't really figure out what exactly attacked the deer because there wasn't any sort of, claw marks on the deer carcass, but they do say that the deer's windpipe was crushed, which is kind of an indicator that this was a predator attack. If you plan on going to Riverside Park, if you go there often, make sure that you are staying aware of your surroundings at all times. I personally would probably just avoid that area for a little while, but it's always up to you, so just be aware that that could be around. Potentially dangerous animal. Okay, also today we wanted to let you know really quick, Grand Forks police officers are going to be training at Schrader Middle School. They did some very similar training scenarios yesterday there. So the area around Schrader Middle School is going to be blocked off from 10 this morning to noon. So just wanted to let you know guys know about that. Then, the city of Dilworth also, this is interesting, is taking some extra steps to keep pet waste out of storm sewers and our water. So, the city council just passed a new ordinance this week, and it targets pet waste on public property. Well, the city administrator says this is going to help the city comply with municipal storm sewer system permit standards. And I know that's kind of a mouthful there, but part of those standards requires pet waste removal on public property. So, think about it this way, that's because whenever rain or snow is kind of on our roads and sidewalks, things like pet waste or fertilizer, oil drains into our waterways, given the fact that it would go into our lakes and rivers. So, want to let you know about that for those of you in Dilworth. Also, we had an update on that 4th of July parade in Mandan where one child died. We did learn that there's not going to be any sort of criminal charges filed because police say that the 6-year-old's death was actually an accident. So her name is Mabel Askey. She was visiting North Dakota, or Mandan, North Dakota from California, and she was riding on a float during that parade, and it was for DK Orthodontics. Well, the flatbed trailer was on the way to the parade staging area, and then that's when she fell off and was run over by the trailer. Witnesses say that she might have been reaching out to pop a bubble, and that's when she fell. And a GoFundMe page for the family, we just checked this morning, and it had a goal of about $10,000. Well, it's already reached nearly $95,000 in donations. So you can find that GoFundMe page link on our website right now as well, InForum.com. Okay, more construction projects to let you know about today. Some of those starting here in Fargo today. So the first one is going to be on 17th Avenue South between 11th Street South and University Drive. So think right by the Sanford, which is on University there. Crews are going to be making some fixes to the street in that area, with traffic being detoured to 16th and 18th Avenue South until this coming Wednesday. The second project I want to let you know about is on 52nd Avenue South through the intersection with Veterans Boulevard. There's going to be a lane closure there, so you're only going to be able to take one lane. Crews say that they're going to be finishing up a paving project, which is being done on Veterans right now. That closure is expected to be in place for about 2 weeks. Also, let's talk more on a national level of things this morning. Right now, we know that Minnesota, there's negotiations underway for a major settlement for the state's opioid addiction epidemic. This is something that we've been talking about on First News for a very long time. The state's Attorney General's office just announced a tentative $4.25 billion agreement with this drug maker called Teva. So the settlement isn't final yet, but the Attorney General, Keith Ellison, says things are actually looking good. The state reached 5 other settlements with opioid companies just over the last 2.5 years. So that includes a settlement with Johnson & Johnson and the big three drug distributors back in 2021. Just for some context, guys, about 5,500 Minnesotans have died due to the opioid crisis. Also, right now, I want to let you know Southwest Airlines has changed its flight credits policy so that they no longer expire. So under the previous one, you did have 1 year to use up all of your credits. Southwest does say that customers can get flight credits when they cancel reservations more than 10 minutes before they depart. For now, flight credits are going to show up with expiration dates of 2040 until it updates its reservation software, and then credits issued under the old policy is going to be keeping their expiration dates, their original ones. Okay, also, this is for parents, so if you're a parent, please listen to this. The CDC is actually just issuing a warning right now, and it has to do with melatonin, right? A lot of us have taken melatonin in the past. I've even taken it just to help regulate my sleep a little bit, make sure that I fall asleep on time, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. Well, it's actually been deadly for some kids. So, of course, melatonin, generally a safe drug to take, with lower doses. But the agency is saying that there's a rise in reports of kids ingesting that. So a children's hospital in Michigan mentioned that poison control reports, get this, went up by 530% over the past decade. Most of those kids also had to be hospitalized. That's a big number right there. The CDC is also giving you some tips on how you can make sure you can protect your kids. So make sure that safety cap on the bottle is locked. That's really important. And also make sure that bottle is just kept out of reach from your kids. Put it, store it somewhere high where they can't reach it, or hide it somewhere. It also says to contact poison control immediately if your child accidentally ingested melatonin. All right. Right now, we actually have some breaking news in Kentucky where people are not only waking up without power, but of course they're trying to deal with all this flooding. And actually, my producer Marissa just found out that at around 7:15 this morning, the governor did announce that the death toll is now up to 15 people. Now, when we were on the air on First News this morning, we reported that the death toll was at 8. We knew that at that time, 8 people had died from this catastrophic flooding. But now that number is up to 15, and that death toll is expected to rise throughout the day. So the governor there is calling this one of the worst, most devastating flooding events in that state this morning, or in that state's history. And we checked 25,000 customers in Kentucky are without power in the southeast part of the state. And of course, with more rain expected to fall there today, it's actually probably even falling right now. It's going to be really hard for these crews to get out there, get that power turned back on, because how do they get there, right? I mean, it's covered in water, and Lydia was saying that it's falling onto the mountain, so it's going to make things a little bit harder. And gosh, when we were looking at video this morning, it was just so heartbreaking to see. It looked like a pool, and I couldn't imagine what everyone there is feeling right now. But we also did learn that the FEMA administrator is going to be traveling to Kentucky today to report back to President Joe Biden. And again, even more rain expected there today. So thinking of everyone in Kentucky, and really sad update there. Okay, On a lighter note, we have Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, but today it's Logan Campbell again. She's been filling in throughout the week. That's on from 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. Logan's always got some great guests on. Logan is a fun person. You need to go watch her on Hot Mic this morning. And then on InForum.com right now, we also had this story on our show this morning. Here's the headline. It's former Clay County Sheriff Bill Bergquist moves into hospice care. If you didn't know, he's been sheriff for, he's been there 2002 until 2019, I want to say. He also served as an assistant fire chief too. So he is battling Alzheimer's right now. So if you'd like to read up a little bit more on that, you can certainly do so and hear about kind of his updates, what he's doing right now in hospice care. All of that information is on our website. Okay, we also wanted to let you know right now you can get access to unlimited local news. We are doing this deal now. It changed, so I wanted to let you know. We're going to move back now to 3 months at 99 cents a month. All you have to do to get that deal is go on inforum.com/subscribe, and you're just like one of us. You get, access to unlimited news, sports, weather, anything that you need to access. We have stories that we can access from our partners. We're talking DL Online, Grand Forks Herald, so many different sites that you can access there as well. All of us here at WDAY swear by it. That's something that we use every single day. So, yeah, you can get caught up on that. All right, today is Friday. I'm sure your day is just getting started. But don't forget, we do have news at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And then we also have First News Saturday, which is from 7 to 8:30. And then First News Sunday from 7 to 8. So make sure you go join our team. And then we'll be back here on Monday morning from 5 to 7. All right, everyone, have a great day. Stay cool. It's going to get real hot and real sticky pretty soon here. So stay cool. Maybe head to the lake. Take advantage of the nice weather. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.